Whatever you do, don't pull that trigger. I'm Ashley with WatchMojo, and these are the top 10 terrifyingly powerful anime super weapons. For this list, we'll be looking at the giant creations that were built for one purpose: to wipe out a whole lot of lives in a spectacular display of destruction. As always, this guy right here is on Twitter at AshJBo, so head over there, give me a follow, and let me know which list you want to see next.
あなたの心臓が鼓動を止めれば、これは作動します。
Number 10, Soul, Akira.
Soul. We will use Soul.
Huh? In times of crisis, you can always count on the Japanese military to bust out some kind of giant death ray to even the odds. This turns out to be especially true when you've got a crazy adolescent running around, using his telekinesis to crush everything in his way in a series of violent temper tantrums.
Huh? Where's this light coming from?
While the satellite orbital laser doesn't exactly manage to exterminate Tetsuo as intended, it does succeed in blasting his right arm to pieces, only for him to then take control of it himself and show just how powerful it is. Number 9, Ladder of Heaven, Black Bullet.
線形超電磁投射装置またの名を天のはしご
We can certainly think of worse ways to squash a giant bug than using a giant railgun that reaches all the way to the moon and back.
線形超電磁投射装置の起動を開始します
While the potential backlash for using this multitude of death steps is very real, that didn't stop our lad Rentaro taking full advantage of it when up against a massive regenerating Gastria, which he proceeded to incinerate by using his own Varanium arm as a projectile. Sometimes you just gotta do away with the bug spray and get more creative. Number 8, Laputa, Castle in the Sky. Because even in Miyazaki's world, majestic castles that lurk above the clouds still have their own inbuilt weapon of mass destruction. In order to get his hands on that sweet ancient Laputa technology, the insidious Colonel Musker was more than happy to rain down fire on all parties involved, including Sheeta as well as his own soldiers. While in the movie we don't get to see the full extent of this weapon that once threatened and annihilated Earthbound citizens in its heyday, it still makes quite the impact. Damn it, Mark Hamill. Number 7, Etherion, Fairy Tail.
賛成票8、反対票1。よって楽園の塔へのエーテリオン攻撃を許可する。
When a weapon is so powerful that it needs a Senate majority vote to fire, then you know it spells trouble. That's Etherion for you. A giant satellite packed with an absurd amount of magical energy that's used for the absolute worst case scenarios in Magic Society. And boy, does it pack a punch.
聖なる光に祈りを。エーテリオン
Since the magic contained within the blast is so powerful it'll level any towns even remotely close to its target, you can understand why the Magic Council was so reluctant to press the red button. Number 6, Poor Man's Rose, Hunter x Hunter. Always have an ace in the hole, especially when going up against a seemingly invincible Chimera ant with major issues. Despite possessing some impressive Nen abilities of his own, Netero is sadly brought to the brink thanks to Meruem's indestructible shell. At least until he reveals he's got one hell of a nuke lurking inside him, one that is triggered by his own death. One stab to the heart later and kaboom! Adios, King of the Ants. Even if you manage to survive the initial explosion, chances are you'll be killed by the mini-nuke's deadly poison no matter how powerful you are. Number 5, Moby Dick, Bungo Stray Dogs.
久しいな相棒君とは会ったばかりだが人生経験から忠告しようリトルプリンセス
Honestly, what else would you expect from a group as wealthy and self-righteous as the Guild? Despite their absurd wealth, Francis and his merry band of literary-inspired killers' choice of home base isn't some lavish hotel, mansion, or elitist underground bunker. It's a giant flying whale, fully upgraded into a mechanical death machine to help serve their purposes.
早く届けなくちゃ
And trust us, you do not want to be in the immediate vicinity when this thing comes crashing down from the sky face first. Number 4, Flaya, Code Geass.
Please, wait for me, Princess Euphemia. I'll avenge you, I swear.
And this is why you don't put teenage girls with unhealthy obsessions in charge of creating nuclear weapons. Then again, the brains behind the field limitary effective implosion armament was none other than Nina Einstein, so we really should have seen this coming. Fueled by despair over Princess Euphemia's death, it wasn't long until the heartbroken genius attached her handiwork to the entirety of Britannian forces.
Why did they use the flare here?
As expected, one of these puppies eventually ended up going off, costing tens of millions of lives in the process. Great job, Nina. Number 3, Genesis, Mobile Suit Gundam SEED. Makes you wonder why you even need super weapons in a time period where everyone and their neighbor has mobile suits parading around the cosmos, ready to sucker punch each other. Of course, with the war between the Naturals and the Coordinators forever intensifying, Zaft decided to try and turn the tide of battle in their favor with the introduction of a space cannon that can unleash a laser blast capable of wiping out half the population of a planet on impact. It's pretty much a scaled-up version of burning ants with a magnifying glass. Number 2, Buster Machine 3, Gunbuster. Let this sink in. In order to stop an army of space monsters from tearing up the planet, it falls to a couple of young pilots to fly their mechas into the heart of humanity's ultimate trump card and reactivate it.
人類の科学は技術はこんな巨大なものを作ることができるというのか
A trump card that essentially compresses Jupiter into a supermassive black hole bomb that can wipe out the intergalactic scourge for them instantly. And that's an insane scale. While it does end up causing Noriko and Kazumi to be stranded for 12,000 Earth years, their black hole bomb still manages to do its job, and damn well at that. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure to go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, Gryps Laser, Mobile Suit Zeta Gundam. You can always leave it to the bad guys in the Gundam series to up the ante with a doomsday machine. In regards to the Titans, some madman among their ranks apparently took a look at the shell of an empty space colony and thought, why don't we turn it into a giant laser cannon? And they did.
They did it!
Unlike the experimental colony laser used in the original series, this one has unlimited ammunition, making it the Death Star of the Gundamverse.
What is this? This awful feeling.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.